Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we dig into all of those things that are playing out away from the shows but are still WWE related. A lot of social media stuff to look at, and actually a lot of WWE superstars on their way to Japan because there is that big tour taking place over there this weekend. But before we get to all of that, we're going to look at the Wyatt Sicks and we're going to look at a theory. This is from Alvin, who's come up with a very interesting theory. I like this, but I don't agree with all of it, but I like the core theory. I think this is really good from Alvin. I think Alvin has touched on something here. So Alvin says, I came up with this theory. Last week, we were introduced to Ramblin' Rabbit. Now, Ramblin' Rabbit was beaten up in the funhouse, right? Eaten by Mercy, battered by Bray. We had Bohemian breakfast spread spilling out of him, right? And last week was the interview with Rowan, who plays the Ramblin' Rabbit character. Now, later in the show, it was Bo who was beaten up, who was bullied, who was battered, right? Just like how we used to see Ramblin' Rabbit beaten up and battered, right? Alvin goes on to say, and when we had Abby the Witch, Nikki, Sister Abigail, I know it's not Sister Abigail, but it's the puppet version, yeah? That's the week that we see a Sister Abigail for the first time from Bo, right? So is it that there are connections between those interviews and what we're actually getting with the in-ring segments? I don't know. Could be coincidental, right? Or maybe there is a reason. I feel like there must be a reason as to why we did 2 weeks of Bo, then Rowan, then Nikki, and then whatever's going to come next week and the week after. There must be a reason why we've done it in that order. And I don't know why we're doing it in that order, but there must be a reason as to why we're doing it in that order. So I do like the idea that the interview connects in some way to what we're doing on the show. Alvin goes on to say, like, maybe we're going to get Huskus and that could result in something in the ring. Mercy could result in something in the ring. And he says, like, I think Ramblin' Rabbit is like pain and suffering. I think that Sister Abigail is love. And I do agree with that because I think that Bray loved Sister Abigail. And so I don't know quite how that showed itself this week with it being the Sister Abigail one. You know, I don't know quite how we showed love. But I do agree that she could represent that because Bray did love her. Huskus is a jolly character. Maybe we will see like some happiness when it is like Huskus's turn. And then like Mercy is anger. And so maybe we're going to see something like that. So I feel like there's something there that I like. Maybe not all of it lands for me, but I thought that was really good from Alvin. Then we've got this from Gaming Fanatic, who said, I just wanted to let you know that down in NXT, Indy gave Dexter a ring that had an eye on it. And the reason why that's interesting is because Dexter, Mercy, is wearing gloves where the knuckles have got eyes on them, right? And that's really, really interesting because we don't know where that's come from. A lot of people have said that Luke Harper used to have eyes on his Titantron. And so could it be like a little nod to him? Could it be a connection to that? Could it be that Dexter doesn't talk, and so he has to communicate a lot more with his facial expressions and his eyes and his mannerisms? Or is it something to do with this, whereby like it connects to a ring that he was given by Indy? Obviously, we don't know much about Dexter. We haven't had that sit-down interview yet, but I thought that was interesting as well. This was interesting. So Nikki Cross said they lied to you, or this is what was said to her. So this is her from her video. Here's Kaylin said, who lied? Now, my answer to that is I think it's sanity. I think it's Alexa. And we really need to have a conversation about Alexa not coming in and being a part of this group from the start, because there is nothing teasing her arrival as being part of this group. We haven't done any kind of mystery person. There's no mystery in regards to like, oh my God, who's this woman going to be revealed as, you know, unless it's the bride. But we think the bride is Nikki. So unless they're going to swerve us and when we get to SummerSlam, we'll see the bride's face and it's Alexa, I'm not aware of anything else that's being built or teased like a mystery identity. You would think that this group would be like, she's coming or something like that, you know, she's on her way. You don't know what you've just unleashed and all this kind of stuff. Like you'd be teasing it, you'd be building it. We haven't got any of that. So it's making me think, does that mean Alexa's going to come in as normal and she's going to be targeted? She's going to be recruited? And the other thing as well is they lied to you. I take this as Alexa and sanity and really anyone that Nikki trusted, right? Anyone that Nikki has put her trust in that has let her down, they've lied to her. She's found a home now. She's found a family now. But she thought maybe she had found that at times before. And she hadn't. They lied to her. And Alexa could be part of that. Which, if she is, are we actually setting up Nikki to be on a collision course with Alexa rather than Alexa just coming back and going straight into the group? So this could have a bit more weight to it than what we kind of think. It might be that it's telling us that she's going to be on a collision course with Alexa when Alexa comes back. Everything has been pointing to Alexa coming back at SummerSlam. Have to wait and see. Right, big shout out to Jason Elliott, right? Who got in touch and as I said there, look, well spotted. I was just watching the interview. Both Uncle Howdy and Nikki are dancing together. Now, you have to really slow it down, but I think that might be Mercy, though. And there she is, seemingly dancing on her own. All of that lasts for like a second, right? It's really, really quick. This passed me by. But that definitely feels like quite an interesting moment there, right? You can't really establish what they're doing, but the rest of it seems like she's dancing. So it sort of suggests that she's dancing with what could be Howdy, or I think it's Mercy. I feel like just this glimpse of the mask at this moment here is giving me more. I feel like I can see a bit more of a beak kind of coming out than just the Howdy mask, right? Down here, look, Jay Villa thinks it's Mercy, using that same screenshot as well. And this has got a few theories going like, oh, could there be something more between Mercy and Nikki? Imagine if we did dig into like a relationship or something here. And if we did that, what does that mean for Dexter and Indy? And would that actually set Nikki on a collision course with Indy? And is that a collision course that's going to happen anyway? Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know that there's anything going on there. It could just be a celebration. Friends, dancing, having a good time. They're in a much better place now that they've all been brought together and they found each other. It could be nothing more than that. But something to be aware of, yeah? So they lied to you. That was 6 hours ago from Nikki. Here we've got Wrestling Rianne, who says this was posted on Instagram, getting the same vibes as this meme here, which I can see that. I can see that. So same sort of vibe, you know, smile on the face as there's things burning around them. So, yeah. And here's Ratchet the Owl, who said her face is different. And I feel this as well, actually. I didn't notice it, but Ratchet pointing out that it doesn't appear like she's got black lipstick here, but it does look like she's got black lipstick here. So does this mean that the video is from different points? Could it be that the start of that video is at a different point, or is different footage to the end of the video? I mean, we maybe don't need to look into it this far. It really might just be for presentation purposes, you know. But either way, I thought it was still very interesting because, as we said, I mean, if you look there, that definitely looks like black lipstick. You can even sort of make black parts out here. I don't know if it's like a video effect. It may be, but her lips don't look as black here. So it does sort of feel like there is a bit of a change there. So just a few interesting things that have kind of come out of the Wyatt Sicks interview with Nikki. But as we said, I don't know how much people are going to want to read into that. Some people will be like, nah, not for me. Some people might want to look into it a little bit more. I'm going to leave it with you. Mark, shout out to you. We do have the, so this is, I'm just gonna slow it down a little bit. This is, you can't understand what I'm telling you, B word, right? This is Dominik, and it's been figured out what he said. She seems to understand it though. I can't understand what's going through your head, right? I can't understand what's going through it. Are you stupid or what? Please, Dom, no. I don't know if she's just upset, getting all upset, and she doesn't even know what he's saying at times, or if she does. I hate you with all my life. So this is what he was saying when he was talking in Spanish, right? This is what, because I don't speak that language, but someone here has worked it out for us, transcribed it for us. So, Mark, thank you. Right, here's Michin. Look at this. Michin acknowledging this new group. Michin acknowledging Wrestling Misfits, that is Mia Yim going to join them. I think there was like a bit of a group that was kind of going on away from WWE, like a bit more that played out on social media. So I think Michin has got quite a strong connection to some of these. So I don't know that she's going to join. I wouldn't mind her joining, though. And she did come up with a new name. She called them the Studline. So not the Bloodline, but the Studline. So there we go. The Studline. Zoey, Sonya, Shayna. And I wouldn't mind Michin being a part of that. So, Mr. Unfamiliar, thank you. So here is Rhea saying, my puppy. So that's what she tweeted out after Raw. Fightful saying that Rhea Ripley's profile picture and header, so there is her licking Dominik's head, and her profile picture is Liv Morgan walking away in tears. So there we go. That is Rhea Ripley trolling on a whole new level. Love that. This is Julian saying Liv changed her profile picture. Look what you did, Dom. So she's just changed it to a black screen. Yeah, this was interesting. Raiders Boogie said, I somewhat agree with Rikishi. Jey should not be in the storyline with Rhea, right? So Summerslam, where's Jey at? I don't know. Let's write him in that he likes mommy. Mommy! That's the best that these writers have got. Let's write this guy into a relationship with mommy. What are you trying to do? Break his marriage up? I don't think they're trying to do that. Y'all can't put him in a good storyline, so what are you going to do now? God forbid you guys try to tell him or tell her, tongue kiss each other on Raw. Shh, that better not happen. Rikishi seems to be struggling here with storylines and real life, right? So obviously what happens on screen is just what happens in the show. It's not, you know, it's not happening in real life. I think Buddy Matthews understands that with the whole Rhea Dom relationship thing, right? So, but Rikishi seems to be struggling with it, believe it or not. Are you trying to break his marriage up? They're really not trying to do that. Or at least I don't believe they're trying to do that. I mean, what I would say is, yeah, it's a shame we don't have something better for Jey right now. But, man, one of the biggest stories at the moment is Liv, Rhea, and Dom. And, you know, if Dom's about to turn on Rhea and go running off with Liv, Rhea might need someone to kind of even the numbers, right? And Jey could be that person. I mean, I don't know that it's going that way, but if they're bringing Jey into this story, it might be that it's going to lead to that point. And honestly, this is a pretty good story. It's a pretty hot story. It's got attention. There are definitely worse places for Jey to be than you know, being involved in this. So I don't know. Rikishi's not a fan, and he's worried about the relationship, his son's real life relationship. But I don't think he needs to. We'll have to see where it goes. Edward, thank you. A contract offer by WWE was made to Bobby, but it wasn't one that immediately made him jump to sign. Lashley has strongly considered seeing what he would be worth out on the market. That from PW Insider, that drop in the other day. So Bobby did get an offer. It wasn't quite to his liking, though. New shirt for Karrion Kross. Looks pretty good. And yeah, this was interesting, James. Thank you. Shawn Michaels said, for the very first time, we're going to open the doors for fans to witness the best athletes on the planet compete for a shot at becoming a WWE superstar. If you're on location in Cleveland, then secure a WWE priority pass. Now, I don't know quite how that works. I would imagine a priority pass is quite expensive. I'm guessing this is maybe like VIP type tickets or something. Like you buy a priority pass and it gets you into places you wouldn't normally be able to go, like this, right? But I'm guessing to get a priority pass is probably quite a bit of money. It's not like they're just throwing the doors open and come on down, it's free type situation. I feel like this is probably a perk for trying to sell you quite an expensive ticket for SummerSlam. But either way, I'd imagine this is pretty fun. I mean, you get a meet and greet with Jey Uso and Tiffany, and there's Q&A with Shawn Michaels. I mean, that's pretty sick, to be honest. That is pretty sick. You know, meeting Jey, meeting Tiffany, that's really cool. And then a Q&A with Shawn, and you get to, like, watch. I don't know if you're allowed to film. You're probably not. They don't like you filming the shows. I've got to think you can't film this as well, but there ain't much footage that ever comes out of these tryouts because no one's ever really allowed into them, so we don't really get much visibility. I'm sure there may be a few more pictures and things that come out of this one now, but yeah, interesting. Right here, backstage.
Good job, boy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Just what I was hoping it would be.
So we're going.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What do you think, sir?
Thank you.
There we go. He did the little Rascalz wave. So Shawn, very pleased with what the Rascalz delivered on NXT. And talking to the Rascalz, here's Wrestlevotes. For the first time as a full team, Rascalz will compete tonight on NXT in a 6-man tag match, right? And here's Wolfgang going, wrong. Do you see what we're on about yet? So they actually competed against Gallus just the other week. But Wrestlevotes saying that tonight was the first time Rascalz were going to be competing. So, you know, this is really good because it actually plays into Gallus's narrative that they're constantly being overlooked. Like, where's all the Gallus merch? And why is this group not being built up to be a bigger deal? Like, people are sleeping on them. They're overlooking them. There's a conspiracy against them. There's an agenda against them. So this tweet, even though I believe it was an accident from Wrestlevotes, just a mistake, actually played into this Gallus theme. And this is good. So here's Johnny, look, back in 2016, saying, don't worry, Cleveland, I've brought this NXT tag title back for you, right? On his way back to Cleveland. That was 2016. Then here, look, in 2019, I promised you I'd bring another championship, Cleveland. Well, promise fulfilled. NXT champion 2019. There's Johnny. And now here he is. Look, 3 hours ago, the tradition continues. This one is special as it's the first championship that I've brought back that I actually dreamed of holding whilst I was growing up. So there we go. Tag team championship in front of, I don't know that it's the same sign, right? Is it the same sign? That could be, actually. But look, the floor's different. This was 8 years ago now. I'd love to know, have they changed it? Did they change the floor and add seating? Is that the same sign and the same room? And we've just seen, like, the evolution of the room. I mean, it's weird, actually, because here, no seats, different floor. Here, changed the floor, now we've got seats. Here, we've moved the seats. The seats were kind of there before. There was 2 sets of them. Now we've just got one, and they're under the sign. Every time he goes back, there's something just that little bit different. So there we go. Hopefully that continues. That's a pretty fun tradition. Here's Finn Balor saying next stop, Osaka, Japan. So there's Judgment Day. Here's Bianca Belair in Tokyo. So there we go. That's a pretty cool picture, man, for the Instagram. Love that. And here's Rhea Ripley talking about Delta.
Do you know if any wrestlers that you might want to keep your eye on because they're going to be the next big thing and take over the world?
Yeah. I got a female and 2 males. Delta from Riot City Wrestling. She is pretty much me, and I love it. Like, she is so herself, and she brings that out, and she's strong, she's fit. She doesn't fit the normal, like, female mold, and I love that. I love big, strong women, so it's great to have her coming up, and I think that she's going to do amazing things.
That's pretty fun, isn't it? So I don't know anything about Delta, but obviously there's a lot of excitement. She has signed with WWE Delta. That was news that was kind of doing the rounds earlier. It's been rumored for a long time, but she is now signed apparently. And so she will be coming into NXT. So obviously there's a lot of excitement around that. And we're going to have to see if she can match that excitement. But it is obviously good to hear Rhea kind of singing her praises as well. Yeah, now, this was the other day, and I couldn't believe it. So here was a fire, right, that took place in a building, in a restaurant. Nearly 50 firefighters on the scene, right? And here is Johnny. Johnny said, I figured I should touch on this because people are finding out. And I know a lot of wrestling fans were looking forward to going to my dad's restaurant, but last night there was a fire. And look at this. It is absolutely gutted. Now, thankfully, it doesn't look like anyone was inside or there's any injuries or anything like that. But, I mean, it's just totaled, isn't it? It's done. It is just absolutely done. That is Johnny Gargano's father's restaurant that has just been absolutely destroyed. I mean, it's just destroyed. And that is obviously going to be devastating to him and his family. He says he has worked in the building every day for almost 50 years. I basically grew up there, and now it's just gone. It is extremely heartbreaking for my family. So it's a really weird one, isn't it? Because, like, no one has got hurt or anything like that, and obviously it's all just material things, but it's memories, isn't it? It's memories, and you can understand, like, the pain of losing that. It's in a way, it's like it is part of the family, isn't it? Your home, the family home as well. Like, I could understand that being absolutely devastating. So thoughts with Johnny and his family, which is a weird thing to say over losing a building, but I do get it. I really do get it. Right, let's have a look at some fun stuff, shall we? Here we go.
No, you just sit here and say that my
when you overhear Judgment Day drama.
No, I never said that.
Yes, you most certainly did.
No, I didn't think that. Listen, I said, Brooke, is your mother speaking for you?
So there we go. That's them eavesdropping on some of the Judgment Day drama. Here's Fightful saying she just hit her with a V-trigger. I'm also going to say, if you look really carefully, there may be some boobs. It's only very quickly, but enjoy. Boom! Look at that. She did hit her with a V-trigger. Boom! I'm pretty sure as she did hit that V-trigger, her boobs popped out. I can't confirm it, and I certainly did not pause the video for 20 minutes. Right, here's Carmella and Corey Graves. They're shopping, trying to occupy myself, whilst Graves wanders aimlessly around Macy's. I like the face she pulls. Look, she's like walking backwards and forth. She's just bored. I don't know why it tickles me so much, but it does. I think it tickles me because it's just really fun to think that they go through the same stuff we go through. Sometimes you do go in shops with a partner or, you know, family member and you're just bored. And like, it's just funny to see Carmella going through that with Corey Graves. Right, oh man, look at this. Clobber McIntyre, Punk, CM Punk, yeah? Drew, I ain't ever had to put another man's name on my shirt to sell it. Aging as well as, hey Colt Cabana, how you doing? Oh, mate. It would take too long to explain that to people that just don't know, but obviously there was the pipe bomb. He was friends with Colt Cabana. When he left, he did his podcast. They had a massive falling out. It went to court and everything. They don't talk anymore. So Drew's like, this is aging as well as, hey, Colt Cabana, how are you doing? Look at WWE shop. Here's Jade in Tokyo. Look at her. Looking amazing. Amazing. Look at this fit. She's living the life, man. She's living the life. That's a kimono, isn't it, I believe? He's loving it, innit? He is loving it. I would skip it forward, but I don't think you can with these little videos. So you just have to watch her getting dressed.
I feel like I have to get the shoes too.
Those are your shoes.
Does it?
I think she said I need to get the shoes too. And whoever she's with was like, no, it goes with your shoes. Who's that cheap person she's with? I'd buy her the shoes. I'd buy her the shoes.
Thank you.
Well, there we go. We just watched Jade Cargill get dressed. And here's Sami Zayn going to Japan. Kofi Kingston did not give consent to be photographed. So there we go. Look, these guys living their best lives. First class. There's Xavier. There is Kofi. There's Sami. And he did cover over the face because Kofi didn't give consent. Very good. Very good. Right, and if we go to, I think we've done them all apart from this now. Maybe just a few bits in here. Oh, no. Yeah, look at this. TJF 1983, shout out to you. Iyo Sky is officially a skater girl. She's just first day of trying skateboarding. So she's proper skater girl now, Iyo Sky. Let's go. Couple of new shirts. CM Paws and Larry. So Coach Co, shout out to you. Couple of new shirts for CM Pause. Here's Triple H saying, I know that Shawn is busy cooking over at NXT, but I wanted to make sure that he takes a moment to celebrate all he's accomplished this past year. What a ride it has been. Happy birthday, buddy. And he's used this image, which is the same image that I think Shawn uses on his profile picture. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. And he said, couldn't have done it without such an amazing team. Hashtag man, I'm getting old. Yeah, look at this. TJ 1983. So there's a new poster. And they're like, what have they done to Batista? Look at Batista's face on this new poster. Drew has made it onto the poster as well. He looks fine. Batista's face looks changed. I don't know what's... I don't know why we've... I don't feel like that's not how he looks. I mean, maybe it is in the film. I don't know, but I don't think that's how he looks. But there we go. There's Batista, Killer's Game. So WTF is happening to Batista's face. OSW review. Right, CM Punk allegedly working to get AJ Lee back into wrestling. Now, apparently this has come from, I think Cora Jade or Roxanne, one of them, said that apparently he is working on trying to get AJ Lee back into wrestling. So Jordan said there's still hope. This is Burroughs is his name. I mean, I don't know quite what this is. He's got a new look. People say he looks like Cody. I think they've added the tattoo, put the belt on, and Cody said, it's time to finish your story this season, Joey Burrow. So there we go. Joey Burrow has got this new look, and people say it looks like Cody Rhodes. And yeah, oh my God, they'll be gutted. Tomorrow evening, right, this was 13 hours ago. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m, I will address the nation from the Oval Office on what lies ahead and how I will finish the job for the American people. That is President Biden, yeah? Triple H's thought said, nothing is funnier than the President of the United States counter-booking AEW. That's moody, man, innit? That is, of all the times for him to pick to address the nation, he's going to do it at 8 p.m. The exact moment that AEW start. He's going to do it at that time on a Wednesday. That is moody. Moody for Dynamite. I feel sorry for him. Like, you can't prepare for something like that. Like, there's nothing you can do. And who ain't going to want to know what's happening there? I mean, you know, look, Dynamite's going to still get viewers, but oh man, that's moody. That is moody. So there we go. That is today's Unseen. I hope you enjoyed the video. Really appreciate the support. We'll be back with another episode for you tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you then. Bye for now.